is Sephora savings event season, and of course I was gonna have some recommendations for you all, specifically fragrance recommendations. And yes, I have 10 because I have some oldness, some newness in here, and we gotta talk about it because we gotta make the sale count. So let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. These are Maria here. Yes, we're doing my 10 recommendations for the Sephora sale because everybody wants to smell good. At least that's why you all watch my channel. I know that because we love fragrance here, and then we'll be a little dash of makeup because yes, we love beauty as well. Lipstick of the day today, everyone. This is from MAC, and this is MAC Ruby Woo. I recently pulled this back out and I was like, I've missed you, and I can tell it's holiday season because that's when I want to wear red lipstick. So yes, MAC Ruby Woo, an OG and icon. She is the moment and forever that girl. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, and this is one that is seriously getting better the longer I let it sit up. This is from Fleur, and this is Vanilla Skin. I've already done the dedicated review on Vanilla Skin. This is the EDP version. I specify that because there is a body mist version, but this is the perfume version. Yes, you can get it at Sephora as well. This right here is a woody, sugary vanilla, and it's an easy reach type of scent. I'm feeling a little bit more casual today because I think I'm gonna work out later on, so you know, we'll see. Wanted something that wasn't gonna do too much today. So this again is Fleur's Vanilla Skin. And now let's get into these 10 fragrance recommendations for the Sephora savings sale. Let's go ahead and get the obvious out the way. This is one you all have seen it be a #1 for me. I have been loving this scent for fall, and it's not new. This is from the house of YSL, you all, and this is YSL's Le Parfum version, aka the most superior version of them all. Yes, she is supreme. She is the queen to me. I am willing to die on that hill. But yes, Le Parfum is the best one yet in my opinion. So of course you have that iconic lavender and orange blossom that makes up the traditional Libre DNA. However, they added saffron and honey to this scent, and there's a little bit of spiciness to this fragrance too. This is a fall favorite of mine. I've had this fragrance since it came out, so 2 years now, so you know. And I enjoy reaching for this one. It just works for any occasion, whether it's casual, whether it's going out on the town after 5, it works. So YSL Le Parfum, I highly recommend this one because I recognize it can get a little confusing with all of the different flankers these days with Libre. So I highly recommend Le Parfum, aka the one with some deep, dark juice. Now the next fragrance is new to the collection, but I told you all I was possibly going to get this one for the sale, but I ended up going ahead and jumping the gun because when I smelled it, I knew I needed it. This is from the house of Jo Malone, and this is Ginger Biscuit. Yes, Ginger Biscuit is back for the holiday season. It's always a limited release. That's how they have it billed, and I want to check it out this year. And this year I loved it. I told you all that in a previous video, so I'm here for it, even though I hated it last year. But hey, batches can be different, opinions can change, and that's what happened with Ginger Biscuit. The keynotes for Ginger Biscuit, you all, are ginger, roasted hazelnut, and then we also have tonka bean in here too. Literally, this smells like a gingerbread cookie, a ginger snap. You can smell like some nutmeg in here, some spices, maybe even a little bit of caramel, but this is one that's absolutely going to be in my holiday fragrance rotation. So yes, you're going to see it in a lot of November and December videos that are coming up because we are entering into peak holiday season. So I am excited about this scent, you all, and I highly recommend checking it out because yes, it is available in Sephora. It's no longer a Jo Malone exclusive. So yes, it is more accessible. So that's why I highly recommend checking out Ginger Biscuit during the sale. The next fragrance we're going to talk about is the newest release from the house of Marc Jacobs. And you all know, I told you all back in my sampling series video I did when I went to Sephora back in September that this was my favorite of the new release out of the designer fragrances, right? This right here, y'all, Marc Jacobs Perfect Elixir. This fragrance, full bottle worthy, and yes, that's why I highly recommend it for the sale. A lot of you all have told me that you have smelled this one too. You may be able to check it out in your stores. This is one, if you've been thinking about it, now is the time to get it when it's on discount. And this scent, let's get into the notes because that's what y'all care about. So Perfect Elixir, you all, it has top notes of honey and plum. Yes, okay, rhubarb. And then there's also amber orange blossom, and then we also have resins, patchouli, and vanilla. For me, it was the plum note because when I first smelled this fragrance, just blind smelling it, not knowing any notes or anything, I immediately said there has to be plum in this. There has to be. And at the time, the notes were not even available yet. But I mean, look at the juice. It's kind of a hint at it, you know, just saying. And I will say, you all know, I've loved the Perfect Intense version, the yellow juice bottle. I do recommend that one too. But for this year, because this is a newer version and release, and this one is definitely a cold weather fragrance because it's thicker and richer than the other Perfects in my opinion. Highly, highly, highly recommend checking out Perfect Elixir from Marc Jacobs for the sale. Now this next fragrance is a OG. This is one we were excited when it came back because it came out years ago, then it went away, and then it was like, what's going on? But then they repackaged it, and then it came back 2 years ago. And this is from the house of Killian, you all. Killian's Princess. Love this scent. A full dedicated review is already up on the channel. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. But let's get into the notes for this one. This is what I appreciate about this scent, because this scent was doing ginger before we knew we liked ginger, because it's a ginger, green tea, and marshmallow fragrance is what it is. And it's fun, it's sweet, but it's airy, and it doesn't smell like all the other girly sweet fragrances on the market. So that's why I do say Princess was ahead of its time, because now we like ginger fragrances more, but we didn't know we liked it then. This one is truly unique. It's also a tea fragrance, and again, we didn't know we liked tea fragrances either. Marshmallow is definitely what sealed the deal for a lot of us, but this scent is truly unique, and this one is one of the more affordable Killian fragrances in comparison to, say, the Love Don't Be Shy's, the Moonlight and Heavens, those type of fragrances. Princess is way more affordable and more accessible, and most importantly, it's on sale because it's at Sephora during this time. So I highly recommend Killian's Princess. Now this next fragrance, you all, I was not here for the original because it was just too sweet. It was just too sweet. However, sometimes it takes an intense version and a flanker to get it right. In this case, we're talking about Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion Intense. Highly recommend, and as you all see, I have a big bottle of it. Yes, this is a 100 ml size bottle of it. I never really do that, you know. I'm more of a 50 ml girl, unless I just really love it or it's the only size they make. So I got the 100 ml of it, so that tells you something. Highly, highly, highly recommend Devotion Intense. Let's get into the notes. So we have top notes of hazelnut, y'all. We have orange blossom in the middle, and then we have vanilla in the base. And then another thing, upon research, I saw that this was made by the king of gourmands, and that is Oliver Crisp. Just Google him. Oliver Crisp has made a lot of gourmand fragrances. He was doing gourmand before we knew we liked gourmand, so I have to give him that respect. But the hazelnut is what this fragrance needed, because I like orange blossom, I like vanilla. Okay, that's not hard, but it's like the whole lemon cake spongy thing. They toned down the lemon in this one in comparison to the original, and in my opinion, it's thicker and more decadent, and 100% a fall cold weather scent. I can definitely see this being somebody's holiday scent, say for Thanksgiving or any of the other holidays coming up. This will be perfect for it because it's sweet and it's gonna hold up to the cold, even when you put on a sweater or scarf and things for those that live in colder areas. I think Devotion Intense will be excellent, and I think it'd even be a great gift for somebody too. So Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion Intense, I highly recommend for the sale. This one is a oldie but goodie at this point, and y'all knew it was gonna be on the list. Prada Paradoxe Intense. Yes, Intense. Because I told you all, this one is my favorite out of the line. I want to say there's 3 in this lineup at this point, but this one is my favorite, the Intense, because this fragrance needed the oak moss in it, 100%, and I stand on it. I even said that in this dedicated review. Definitely check that out if you haven't already. But Prada Paradoxe Intense, y'all, this stuff is strong. It's meant to be a cold weather fragrance. We have pear, neroli, bergamot, we got moss in here, we have jasmine, then we also have bourbon vanilla, we also have amber, and then we also have some ambroxan in here too. This scent is thick and rich, so you gotta like neroli in it and bourbon vanilla, but for me, the oak moss is what makes this scent stand out and again gives it more personality. So I highly recommend this one. Of course, at Sephora, you will be able to check out the original Paradoxe and the new Virtual Flower as well. I've discussed those, and y'all know I'm not fans of either one of them, but this was the one I deemed full bottle worthy. I bought it on site when I smelled it, so yeah, there's that. So Prada Paradoxe, the Intense, is the one I recommend for the sale. Now this next one, I know y'all gonna be like, wait a minute, I thought you didn't like this scent. I know, we're gonna talk about it. The next fragrance I recommend for the sale, you all, is from the house of Burberry, and that is Burberry Goddess Intense. Yes, yes, Intense. I've already reviewed the original Burberry Goddess, and I do like that one. Definitely check that review out. But you all know I did smell this one multiple times, and I wasn't feeling it right. However, I was noticing that people were saying, hey, you really need to try it again, wear it on skin, play in it, and it does a different effect, right? It's better on skin than it is on paper. Because on paper, it was giving me dirty lavender and patchouli. On skin, though, it sings. This sings on skin. So that is why I'm eating pro on it, and that is why you all see a full size bottle of it. Yes, and that's why I recommend it for the sale. I picked up a 50 ml of the Burberry Goddess Intense version. This scent is so rich, and the vanilla on here and the lavender is thicker. And I did a quick comparison on paper just to see like longevity wise and projection wise. Oh, this is definitely the Intense. 100% is stronger and it's louder and more projecting than the original. I can go ahead and check out that right now. So if you love the original and you were kind of on the fence about the Intense, I highly recommend checking this one out, even revisiting it if you were like me who did not like it at first. This one grows on you. So I can highly say that about Burberry Goddess the Intense. Highly recommend it because again, it will be on sale during this time at Sephora. Okay, now it wouldn't be fall holiday season at this point in the fragrance community without a cherry fragrance on the list. And this is one that I feel like it came and went. We kind of forgot about it. I did review this fragrance and I'm gonna bring it back up again because she's kind of giving me what I need right now. This is from YSL and this is the Black Opium Over Red edition. Yes, the red bottle. This came out earlier in the year. I want to say it was online only, and then it wasn't available like to everybody until like springtime. Some releases are like that, where they kind of slow drop it depending on where you're located in the world. This was one of those things. So this was one, they finally had it in store. I was able to check it out, and this is one I did pick up and I did a review on it. Definitely check that out if you haven't already. So YSL's Black Opium Over Red has 3 main notes in it. So we have coffee in this, we also have cherry accord, and then we have white flowers. Now the coffee and the white flowers are the more iconic notes that make it seem more in line with the original Black Opium. However, the cherry note is what sticks out in this one. And let me tell you, this was one, a lot of people was like, it's not doing enough. It's kind of like, okay. But let me tell you something, this scent pulls compliments in. This is a compliment magnet, particularly for men. This one is just, people like it. This is an easy reach of a fragrance, particularly for cold weather. If you've been looking for a cherry scent that's not too overpowering, I think this is a wonderful scent for somebody that's been looking for a cherry scent, but you're like, I'm afraid. I don't want to smell like a whole basket of cherries. I don't want to smell like cough syrup in particular. You're like, I need the cherry to have something else with it. I suggest the Black Opium Over Red edition. Highly recommend this one. It comes in a bunch of sizes. I have the 30 ml size of it, and this has served me well. So definitely check out Black Opium Over Red from the house of YSL. Now, of course, I had to talk about a Kayali fragrance because Kayali is sold in Sephora, and yes, it will be a part of the sale. But of course, it just makes sense, y'all. We gotta talk about the grand return of Silk Sol because yes, it is available on Sephora's website, and you can get it for the sale. Yes, Silk Sol number 36, which now is permanent, so you don't necessarily have to fight over it. However, I do feel like people are going to pick it up because it will be on sale. And people are always looking for a deal. I mean, I know I am, just saying. So Silk Sol, you all, this one has notes of sparkling champagne, white freesia, pink praline, lush nectarine, sandalwood, and sugared musk. This one I have 2 videos on. I have the original video, and I also have it with the sibling Velvet Santal. I have a video featuring both of them, the wedding collection. Then I also have a more recent video, updated version of this fragrance review. Definitely check that out if you've been interested in it. I even have layering combinations, all that in there too. Silk Sol is back. She's better than ever, and most importantly, you can pick her up during the sale. So yes, highly recommend that, and any other Kayali fragrance, because again, they're available at Sephora's website and in some stores. And then the last fragrance I want to recommend, and more so because of the fact this is a new house that has recently come to Sephora, is a very big deal because it is a niche house. This is Montal's Bubble Forever. No stranger to the channel at all. You know, me and this scent went together this summer. Love this fragrance. But most importantly, Montal fragrances are now available at Sephora, so you can check them out. And Bubble Forever is available. This one was sold out everywhere for a minute, but I did check at the time I'm filming this video that Sephora does have it in stock online. So yay, we love that. So as the name suggests, a Bubble Forever is going to be a happy, bubbly, girly scent is what it is. So we have top notes of lemon, we have grapefruit, neroli, and pear, y'all. Then we have orange blossom, Bulgarian rose, jasmine, and cinnamon. Then the base, we have vanilla, toffee, musk, and amber. This scent brings me so much joy. It's a fun fragrance. It's happy, it's bubbly, it's a flirty scent. Full dedicated review is already up on the channel. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. But I'm just excited that Montal is available, and I'm loving that Sephora is stepping it up with more fragrance brands, in particular from the niche realm of things, because the girls are loving niche these days. You know, we love our designers, but the girls are loving niche. We just have to be honest about that. So yes, check out Montal's Bubble Forever. Highly, highly recommend this one. This one is a favorite. Highly recommend it. So those were my 10 fragrances that I recommend for the sale. We love that. And since we are here, I will share with you all a few of the other things I recommend that are not necessarily fragrance related. Bonus points. I'm actually wearing all of them, so yeah, that's even better. Number 1 thing, this palette right here. Y'all, the new Ethereal Eyes Moonlight Makeup by Mario. That's what I'm wearing on my eyes today. Get into it. This is what it looks like. It just came out. Highly recommend this palette. This is gorgeous. My fellow brown girls, tan girls, melanated girls, you know, we can wear this palette too. I want to say that I was able to swatch it in store and play in it, so I knew for sure I wanted it. Was not a blind buy. But most importantly, it shows up in the shimmer. It's giving holiday party. So I highly recommend the new Mario palette, Ethereal Eyes. Again, beautiful cool tone palette that is actually unique and not warm toned or orange. because I hate those. We get a million of those all the time, and the cool tone girlies, the neutral girlies, we don't be having anything. So I'm excited about that. Another thing I'm wearing that I'm highly excited about is my Kiehl's moisturizer. I'm rocking it right now. This is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream right here. This is a staple. In fact, I'm grateful that my friends over at Kiehl's sent this over to me because I use this every day. So I highly recommend this cream. This is some I would use whether it was sent to me or not. So that again is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. The primer I am wearing on my face, you all have seen me do a full review on it, you all. This is from the new Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer. Yes, I do have the matching foundation that I love. I wear the foundation in the shade Gingerbread. So yes, you all have seen the video. I approve of that one as well. Highly recommend that one for the sale too. And I'm always wearing Cheek Glow. And this is another thing, you can pick it up at Sephora. As you can see, mine is used and beat up, so you know it's real. Highly recommend it for a highlighter. This is the Glow Seeker from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Right here is called Sun Idol is the color. That's what I'm wearing on my cheeks for glow. And for my foundation, also newer releases as well. This is my foundation combination for today. I have on the new One Size foundation. This is the shade Medium Dark 60G. You all, let me tell you, I had to swap my original color out because it did something weird, and then I got this one. This foundation is tricky, let me say that. Do not blind buy this foundation, try it on first. And then I have on under it, because this One Size foundation is very drying in my opinion. I needed a little bit of moisture and a little slide of warmth with it too. I have my Fenty Skin to Hydra Hues, and I wear the shade number 6. So I have that underneath this to make it look how it looks. So all the products you can get at Sephora, I just want to say that right now. But all right, everyone, that is it. So you got your fragrance recommendations. You also have some makeup, skincare in there too. So that's what I think we're gonna do. And I've already done my wish list video too. If you haven't watched that, definitely check it out, because those are products I'm like kind of feeling, you know, it's kind of what I'm feeling. But I also want to give you all a fragrance video and a little bit of makeup, skincare, because I know y'all ask for these things. Y'all want to know what to do. What are we getting? Last thing, let me know what you're getting from the sale, what you plan to get, you know, let me know. I don't care if it's a long list. It's okay. Wow, it's the time of year. We all do this. It's fun. I showed you all mine in a wish list video. So let me know what we're getting. So let me know what you think about the video, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.